just as an experiment, just for right now, forget your name. Pretend you have never been here for a day before this moment. You have had no bad experiences. You have had no good experiences. You just appeared here, right now, just now. And you are observing the table, the chair, the flowers, whatever it is you're observing, me, whatever it is you are observing in this moment, you're seeing it with new eyes, fresh, as if you were just born. This is how you can live your whole life. This is what it is to be in the moment, as awareness of the eternal self that you are. Everything you see is a mirror of yourself. It's your own body, your own imagination. This whole thing is the imagination of God. You are in that imagination. You could think of yourself as a cell in a body that has many cells. But one cell, just how one cell in your physical body contains all the DNA of everything about your body, it's the same as you. You contain, maybe we could call it the DNA of God. You contain everything that every other cell in the mind and imagination of God, that every cell has. It's all the same. It's all the same DNA. It's all the same self. It's all the same mind. One heart, one mind, one self. And when you realize yourself as that, you have reached the goal. You have reached enlightenment. Your search is then over. It's over now. The fact that you're hearing these words means it's over now. You are ready. You might have read every self-help book, you might have tried every self-help technique, you might have tried every yoga position. None of that matters. You might even be a beginner. But the fact that you can understand this now and hear this now, that you are eternal self, you are the mind of God, incarnate within its own imagination. This means your search is over. And then many people would ask, well, where do you go from there? What's the point then of staying alive if you've reached the goal? Well, let's just say it keeps deepening. And the awareness of who you really are just goes deeper and deeper and deeper. And just when you think you've reached the bottom and you've figured it all out, it goes deeper. It never stops. No matter how masterful you have become in life, no matter how enlightened you have become, there's always more enlightenment to be had. There's always more deepening to be experienced. That's the beauty of it. You've never really finished knowing the truth of yourself. But to realize yourself as eternal consciousness looking out of this human form, that's the first step. That is the end of the human search. That's the end of the human spiritual path. And it's the end of being just a human. You might have thought you were a human all this time. But being human is just a passing experience for you. For all. You probably have heard before, it's 3 blinks of an eye and it's over. The journey doesn't end with being human. It doesn't even end with having finished all your reincarnational cycle of lifetimes. The exploration of self, this adventure that God is on to experience its own imagination, is never ending.